We lived in a two-flat with my grandparents in Chicago, and he was a sheet metal worker for the railroad, and he would come home. He had his shop downstairs, and I used to love the concept that he would build things. He would just build things with his hands.
When I entered MIT, the Soviet Union had just put the first satellite up into orbit. And it was chirping away, and us engineers could listen to it on our radios.
Oh, really?
And it was terrifying because they were there and we weren't.
I came to MIT thinking I'd be an engineer, but then it turned out I didn't really like it very much. So I studied political science, and I used to make my living as a technical writer because I could write and I understood the technology.
I got a master's degree in counseling psychology, and I was working in the psychiatric unit as a mental health worker of New England Memorial Hospital in Stoneham. I mean, I really did not know where I was going with my life or what I was going to do. I took a stab at stand-up comedy briefly.
And one of the great things that intrigue me all the time is, why is there some great talent arrive or some great thing arrive in some place at some moment in time, like this here, okay?
It's incredibly fun to take something you can conceptualize in your head and then create something that people can use. As just like, to this day, I just love that software lets you do that.
I had become very friendly with the Northeast sales manager for Apple, and I called him up and I was like, hey Bob, this Apple Fest is going to be like really, really something. Do you think you could convince your founders, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, to come be our keynote speakers? And he's like, well, I don't know, let me see. And he's like, well, yeah, they'll do it.
So it turned out to be a step-by-step guide for how schools could plan to bring technology in. And it was called the Switched On Classroom.
Having worked alone at Raytheon and at the AFCRL, I had learned that you'd never want to work alone. And so I recruited Dave Boggs, and together we did Ethernet.
I have no interest in cool robots. I want robots that work. The word means work. And I don't care for robots that sing and dance or perform. I want robots that actually do work, so I don't have to.
The best entrepreneurs sort of live in the future, and they can sort of see what the future is going to look like, and they're very eager to create that thing that they know is going to be important.
And being an entrepreneur is all about redirecting. You're always making decisions with incomplete information, and therefore you have to pivot all the time.
We had just gone public. We got to take our stock and hawk it at the bank, get the money. We have to fund this company.
Greater Boston, it's still got incredible roots of education. We have real hard tech and machinery excellence, which is why you have companies like Formlabs here.
And so the lesson to an entrepreneur is, even when the journey gets hard, it's about not the result, but as much as it's about the journey and the memories that you build in undertaking it.
That's one of the things you get here, is you're working with these people who are, they're some of the top people, but are also experienced people. And I have people who work for me. When I talk to students, I said, you're hearing from me, I heard from Jack. And it's like you pass down from generation to generation.